It's a pleasure to be speaking with RADWIMPS, and congratulations on so many tickets sold for a sold-out US tour. What was your first experience with touring the United States? Do you remember the year and the city?
You mean the very first show?
Yes.
It was 3 days ago.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, in San Jose.
So this is your first actual tour. You never once played LA or New York.
Never. This is the very first show.
Congratulations. You know,
Thank you very much.
most bands, their first US tour, they're playing to 20 people. They're playing in little clubs. So your first US tour is bigger than most people's first US tour.
I know. I mean, we still don't feel, real. I mean, it's totally like living in a dream, totally still.
Right. So when you play in Japan and you play 15 songs, all 15 of those songs were big hits, usually. Maybe one or two covers, but everything was a big hit. Here, a couple of them were charting singles, but they weren't all hits. So my question is it the same set list you would perform in Japan as the US?
Well, basically, it's different. Do you guys understand?
Yeah. 違い。
日本とアメリカのセットリストの違い。
気持ちがいい。
そうだね。やっぱり、初めましての US ツアーなので、やはりそのアニメから知ってくれたお客さんもいるだろうし、昔から僕らの音楽聴いてくれた人たちもいるだろうし、やはりそういう幅広いところに全力で今僕らの持ってるものを届けられるようなセットリストというのを、今回用意しました。
Yeah, the set list is very, very different because a lot of people found us through anime movies, but there are some that's been around for a while, the fans that's been around for a while. So they put together a set list that's that just gives out their best at the moment to our, to new fans, new audience in America. Very different from Japanese set list.
Interesting. So are you playing many songs from Forever Days on this US tour?
Not really.
Forever Days の
曲、そんなにたくさんはない。どうだね。少し。Yeah, we tried to cover, the long career that we have for this 18 years. Yeah, we tried to なんか偏りなくやりたいなとは思っていて、そういうセットにしたい。
Yeah, so they just want to cover like throughout their career. So it's pretty much spread out.
Right. So after you tour the US, you go over to England, Spain, and France and Germany. Is that your first European tour for the band?
No, actually, this is going to be the third. Europe, what's up? The third time?
2回目。
Sorry, this is going to be the second. I thought it was Yeah, this is going to be the second tour.
And who were the opening acts for this tour? Did you choose them, or is that the local promoter who chose them?
No, we don't have opening artists, just only us.
Really? Okay, most US artists, you go see them live, there's 1 to 3 opening acts. So you as the fan go, oh, how long until the band we came to see comes on stage?
Okay, that's not going to happen for our tour.
So for your band, you're playing probably 2 hours, 90 minutes, something like that?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay,
yeah,
that's very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So when you play in Japan, often it's in arenas, and these venues are theaters. Does that really make you change the way you prepare for the show?
日本では多分アリーナクラスでライブをされることが多いと思うんですけど、今回はシアターぐらいのサイズですよね。それって準備が違うプロセスだったりとかするんですか？
結構アリーナ
で大きい会場になると、この演出とかにも、結構、なんですかね、映像を使ったりとか、まあ、シアターでもちろん使うんですけど、もっとなんです映像や、まあ、レーザーだったりとか、こう、前の方に出ていったりもしたりするので、この確認とか、まあ、結構いろいろ、なんていうんですか、その、会場全体での、その、リハーサルみたいなのもあったりして、この辺がやっぱ、多分結構違うところかなとは思います。
Yeah, so the preparation for arena tour is a little different because it's bigger production, obviously, using like lasers and the stage. There's a catwalk, and then there's going to be a lot more rehearsal going on. So yeah, it is different.
Okay. I read that RADWIMPS was very influenced in its early days by Oasis. Which was the album by Oasis that really grabbed you? For some people, it's What's the Story, Morning Glory. Other people, it's definitely Maybe.
Those two. I can sing most of those songs. I mean, especially me. I think these two aren't that much a big fan of Oasis. Are you guys?
オアシスは好きですか？
でも俺が一番好きだよね。
多分そうだね。
Yeah. I think I'm the biggest fan, yeah, of Oasis.
Are you a big fan of a lot of the Britpop of the 1990s or just Oasis?
Well, I love Radiohead, Blur, but yeah, especially Oasis. I think they taught me, you know, the combination of the chord progression and the melodies and, you know, how it gives such emotion to the listeners. And yeah, they taught me a lot.
Are there any metalheads in RADWIMPS?
メタル好きはいますか？
あれは、こう、はい。
Who
I like
who are some of your favorite metal bands?
Megadeth です。Megadeth. You know?
Oh, Megadeth, yeah.
ミスタービッグはちょっと違う。ハードロック。ハードロックが違う。あ
It's hard rock, but he also loved Mr. Big.
Oh, yeah, great bands. Did you see the Megadeth performance with Marty Friedman from a couple of weeks ago in Japan?
Yes, and I like Marty Friedman この時の CD を結構嬉しい。
先週ぐらい日本でパフォーマンスしたらしい。
あ、そう
知ってる？
メガデス来てて、マーティ・フリードマンが入ってやったんですよ。
あ、なんかニュースで見ました。
He saw it on the news, but he didn't actually go get to see it.
And one person has not said who their musical influences are, so he's a mystery. So I need some information. If it's not Oasis or metal, who are your favorite bands?
オアシスでもメタルでもなかったら、武田さんが今まで影響を受けてきたのはどういう音楽？
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers.
Oh, so the Chili Peppers songs are very difficult to play on every instrument. There's a lot of funk influence. There's a lot of tricky rhythms. Can you play the Chili Peppers music or you just listen to it?
すごい難しいじゃないですか。いろんなファンクとかリズムがあって。プレイできますか？チリペッパーズの曲は。
何曲かは、yeah.
Few songs, yes, he can.
He was learning jazz in his university. So like, yeah, he does all this chopping and, you know, all those kind of stuff.
Slap bass. So the musical influences of RADWIMPS are very diverse. If there's Oasis, the Chili Peppers, Megadeth, Mr. Big, what is the interest or the hobby that brings everyone together, everyone's personalities? Is everyone into sports?
皆さんの音楽の興味というか、がバラバラじゃないですか。共通の何かってあるんですか？スポーツとか。
We have nothing in common. Nothing. So it's a miracle that we're stick together still.
Does everyone in the band understand sarcasm or just you?
I think it's just me. 理解してないの？
なんかさっき もう何にも共通点ないけど、こうやってバンドでいられるのが不思議だって言って、でそういうジョークは、他の2人は言うタイプなんですかって。あんまり言わないよねって。
One time when I was in Japan, alongside the band Dizzy Miss Lizzy, and I was talking to the promoter, and I was being very sarcastic, and they got very upset with me because they didn't realize I was being sarcastic. So I'm curious where your humor influences come from. Did you grow up watching American and European comedies?
Me.
Everyone. I want to learn about everyone.
Okay. Well, about English, I mean, I loved that comedy show Friends. That was a huge influence for me as an, English speaker. How about you guys?
なんか日本に彼が来た時に、すごいその皮肉っぽいジョークばっかりを言ってたら、人を怒らしちゃったっていうのがあったらしくって伝わらなくって。で、なんかそういう皮肉っぽいジョークを結構洋次郎さんは言うタイプなんだけど、他の2人はどうなんですかねって、なんかそういうどっからそういうジョークみたいなのを、なんだろう。面白いと思うね。
テレビ番組
とかあれば教えてもらえますかって。
ジョークいやいや日本のお笑いは独特だな。
そうね。それを伝えてあげた方がいいかもしれない。So Japanese jokes and Japanese comedy is very, very different from everywhere else in the world. So they're like sarcastic jokes. We can't think of anything.
日本人は真面目だよね。
Yeah, Japanese people are very, I guess straightforward, very like reserved. They don't really make sarcastic jokes. You probably noticed that. Yeah.
Right. I know about Yoshimoto, and physical comedy is still important in Japan, but
you know very well.
So RADWIMPS big tour is happening this month now in the US, next month in Europe. Are there plans for the band for 2024? More recording and more touring?
北米と次ヨーロッパとか、ワールドツアー出るんですけど、2014年の予定とか決まってるんですか？24年。
Well, yes, we can't, disclose so many information that much.
Right.
We're actually already working on some film scoring, music for some movies, and hopefully it will come out, worldwide. And yeah, there's so many projects going on, collaboration with some artists too, and yeah.
Okay, and one more question, and then we're free. And I hope this is a fun question. Okay, when a band puts together the list of all the things they want backstage, it's called a rider. And they put all the food they want, all the drinks they want. What does RADWIMPS have on their rider in the US? What food do you need on tour? Food and drinks.
アメリカでツアー回るときって、楽屋にこれを入れてくださいって言って、ライダーっていうリストを作るんですね。ラッドウィンプスのライダーには何が載ってますか？どういう食べ物とかドリンクを絶対楽屋に用意してもらってますか？
You mean like the actual list?
Yeah, I don't need the whole list, but I'm curious. You say, I'm on tour. Before I go on stage, this is what I like to eat so I feel good, or this is what I like to have to feel comfortable. I'm curious about that.
We don't have that much. I mean, only like fruits.
Red Bull?
And Red Bull, yeah. I think that's it.
No special US requests because
I mean, like, is there anything particular that we should have on the list?
oh yes. Well, Van Halen, one of my favorite bands, Van Halen,
Yeah.
said no brown M&Ms.
No brown M&Ms.
Do you know the story about the brown M&Ms?
No.
They said no brown M&Ms. So they had to take away all the brown from the bowl.
Uh-huh.
That way they knew the concert promoter was following all the directions and the stage wouldn't fall down.
バンヘイレンは、そのライダーに M&M のチョコなんだけど、茶色を入れるなっていう指示を出すんですね。だからプロモーターがちゃんと仕事をしてる人たちだったら、行って茶色の M&M が入ってなければ、あ、こいつらちゃんと仕事がしてるからステージは安全だってわかるから、それを絶対入れる。
Yeah, hopefully someday we could, yeah, we'll try to act like in Rockstar. We'll try that too, someday.
But you do love Van Halen, right?
Of course, yeah, he loves Van Halen.
Yeah, I like Van Halen.
Paltrocast.